Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, My Opinions Vlog. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's been a minute since I've been on my platforms, my YouTube channel, Facebook channel, and now I got a TikTok channel. But I want to talk about this whole Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj beef. Now, the beef ain't new. The beef been brewing for the past, I want to say, about, 4 or 5 years, ever since Megan Thee Stallion jumped on the track to WAP featuring Cardi B. No, she was the feature on Cardi B song WAP. I feel like things between Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion hit the fan then. So the beef been brewing. There's been a lot of subliminals and shade and little diss and bars been thrown at the ladies. And I'm talking about Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Not Cardi B. This ain't not about Cardi B, but I'm going to talk about that on another day. And I'm just like, I like Megan Thee Stallion. Of course, I like Nicki Minaj. More so the older Nicki Minaj when she first came in the game, when she was humble. I feel like she got arrogant. And I understand she solidified her position in the industry. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's been she's been in the game for about 14, 15 years. I'm going to say like mainstream. But anywho, I just like she got like arrogant, cocky, and bold. You understand? Because the problem I'm having with this back and forth beef since, Megan Thee Stallion dropped her single, since this whole Tory Lanez situation called his this past Friday, and she only had one line. It might have been one or two, but one distinctive line that everybody's talking about, where she basically said, "Don't be mad at me, don't be mad at Megan, be mad at Megan's law." Now I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know what a Megan law was. There's no need for me to know what a Megan law is. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure most of us didn't know. A lot of us had to do some research. So when I seen that line blow up from her single she dropped his, and I'm just like, oh wow. And everybody just tagging and everybody just using that hashtag Megan's Law, and I guess it made Nicki Minaj lose her ish, because that's basically is a law that was put in place in the late 90s, and a little young white girl lost her life due to a pedophile. So they make all pedophiles, they got to become registered sex offenders, and every time they move state to state, they got to register and check in, and that could be a headache dealing with somebody, especially married to an individual such as Nicki Minaj, to have to kind of go through this based on the justice system and the law. And I know she was kind of online back and forth with the victim, I forgot her name, Jennifer, and she was trying to get her to recant her statement. She was calling her a liar because, like I said, it is a headache to her to have to always, register him, and she got to drop her actual address. Remember, she's a celebrity, you know what I'm saying, and people be falsely calling, the police on her. So she don't like that Megan's Law. So that was a hard diss that Megan Thee Stallion put in her song His, and it's just been blowing up, okay? Nicki Minaj been unhinged. I'm going to almost say for about 50-some hours now since Friday. And what's really unsettling to me with Nicki Minaj in this whole situation is that she got all this smoke, which she should have for Megan Thee Stallion. But I'm like, this be the same all across the board, because when you was going, well, it wasn't no toe-to-toe. When Remy Ma came after you and dropped that Sheetha diss track unexpectedly, and if I'm not mistaken, it was on a weekend, and, everybody blew up off of it. Everybody was laughing, clowning you. It took you over a month, about 4 weeks or a month to respond. Your mouth was closed. You didn't want to address it. You was humiliated and embarrassed because you didn't see it coming. You didn't have all the smoking energy for Remy Ma like you doing for Megan Thee Stallion. I don't like to do play the age thing in this, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like her and Remy Ma is like 1 or 2 years age difference. So people would say that's in her age range, but we ain't gonna play the age card right now. But it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have that energy for Remy Ma when she put out that, lethal diss track. You were scrambling, trying to, put together this song with Lil Wayne and Drake, and it was already a pre-recorded song called No Fries. You just changed the lyrics, which we all found that out. But all of a sudden, fast forward a couple of years later, arrogant, cocky, bold, you drop your Pink Friday, happy for you, you're doing numbers. You where you need to be. But like I said, why not let her diss track? And I feel like it ain't even really a heavy diss towards Nicki Minaj. She dissed a couple of people, a lot of males in this song, especially Drake, Tory Lanez, also, what I'm saying, her ex record label. It was a lot of people who she dissed in this track, and it wasn't solely for Nicki Minaj, her husband. Just that one line stood out. She might have took some other jabs, but I ain't really kind of like dive deep into it. And it's like you becoming unhinged. And this is why people are, are saying that you on that powder, or you on a potion, one of the two, or maybe the mixture. Because I've never seen you sweat like this when Remy Ma came out. And remember, Remy Ma wasn't nobody to you. She just got out of jail. She wasn't streaming, doing numbers. Her career flatline. You had a bigger advantage on Remy Ma, but you was so quiet as it kept, and you got all this excessive energy for Megan. You understand? Like, you really trying to end a girl career, which that's not going to happen because, like I said, let's be honest, she do got Rock Nation under her belt. They kind of manage her. I think manage her finances, I'm not mistaken. But, she's an independent artist now, but they're going to back her. You understand? And I also noticed when she was on all this whole 3-day rant, I'll say morning, noon, evening, night, in the wee hours, talking about this girl. This girl don't care. She's not responding because she did what she was supposed to do. Okay, let this track ride. And y'all making the numbers and the streaming go up. The barbs are going crazy, trying to justify what Nicki Minaj is doing. But all Nicki Minaj is doing is digging a deeper hole for herself in the industry. And she worked so hard, like I said, to solidify her position in this industry. She worked hard. She's a very hard-working artist. Now, mind you, her first I'll say the mixtape, Pink Friday, and the other Pink Print or something like that, it did numbers. And the other one, the Anaconda one, it ain't too much, do pretty good. But Pink Friday, the one she dropped, like I said, last month, did good. You supposed to be in your throne. You supposed to be still on your high. You hit dog with holler, and you actually hollered. You gave this girl exactly what she was looking for. She rapped about it and said, basically, y'all gonna give her free promo, and that's what you're doing. You're making her streaming numbers go up and up and up and up. But she definitely struck a nerve with you when it's really pertaining to your husband. I know he got no dog in this fight, but since he's connected to y'all took vows, y'all got a child together. Of course, it's embarrassing. You should already know when you marry this man, Nicki Minaj, they're gonna always take shots at you regarding your husband because he was convicted. You know what I'm saying, of being a pedophile. Okay. Now whether she's saying it's a lie, however, there's a conviction. Okay, he got prosecuted, so we gotta go based off the prosecution, the conviction that he's a pedophile. But you should have seen this coming. You know it's gonna come every time you get into it with these rap girls. Don't act like you don't know. They're going to always come after your husband. So don't be surprised. So that's why I don't understand what's with all the extra energy and being direct now. Now you putting an ad on it. And I don't know why you coming after this girl so hard. You said you got receipts. And see, now what I don't like either is that you're trying to put Cardi B in. And now Cardi B, don't close her mouth. She's on the shelf for right now. Y'all know she be so quick Twitter and social media fingers to go in when somebody mention her name or allude to her. In any sense. And it's like, Nicki Minaj, you can tell you losing a battle. There's not really no battle now because you have a response, and you were supposed to do a diss track within 24 hours. You should have learned from Remy Ma. Okay, you strongly your feelings off of one little line and how the people are reacting to it. You're giving a lot of fuel that it probably would have not had if you had not responded the way you did. And now you try to throw Cardi B in, and she been quiet. Ever since she went back and took her husband back, she been quiet. And now you been, petty and trying to bring her in and without saying her name. You know how she get you, baby. She'll start getting on here, trolling and getting, she'll curse you out. She have no problem. You know what I'm saying? So I've been knew that Megan was, going to come for you eventually because you've been dissing her when she's been going through, her court battle and this whole court case regarding Trina and shooting her and both her feet. You've been taking little digs. She have been taking digs at you too. I'm going to say equally, but you've been kind of, going way a little too hard on her. So you should have seen this coming. What you didn't see coming was the bar that she dropped about that Megan law because we already know what that was. Okay, no, you don't have to be ignorant. Like I said, that's not a law. That's not a term or word I should know because I'm not dealing with no pedophile. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho. But also what I'm going to do, I'm gonna keep this real quick and I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to probably do 2, 3, 4 parts to this. Is I had seen something on my Facebook where they're saying now, she wants to charge Megan for the feature that she did with Hot Girl Summer. She wants to charge her $250. She did it free because, she, of course, liked her. She looked up to her. She was her mentor. She was giving Nicki Minaj praise, and it was cool. She didn't charge her. But now she wants to charge Megan because, she dissed her, hard. And I guess she can't come back from it. Now she wants to be petty and charge her. This is what I want to say about this. And we going to be that extra petty because you in your feelings. And so that let me know that Megan Thee Stallion now, I thought she was a double threat, but now I see she's a triple threat. How you talking about the girl dead mother, and you bringing up old tweets, and then you alleging that you talked to an ex-friend. See, you ain't got nothing on Megan. See, now you digging and you digging and you digging, so you showing, you know what I'm saying, you showing your weak spots, and it's not good because, like I said, you've been in the industry for a long time. You're supposed to be quiet, not respond, do your research, and then do a diss track within 24 hours. You got assistants, you got people behind you that can probably pull up information on Megan. Put it, how they say, on paper. I don't care about that wax. Put it on lead or put it on ink, okay? But anywho, back to what I was going to say. You should have that same energy for Trina because, you and Trina fell out on the low, and you went on your station head, or you went on with your Queen's radio, and you talked about that situation. So you should have charged Trina, and I ain't got no problem with Trina, but I'm saying you're gonna have that same energy with Megan about charging her for a verse you did as a freebie, as a friend. Why don't you charge Trina for the free verse that you gave her? You understand what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm gonna come back and talk more about this, y'all. I don't want to keep it too long.